Welcome back to Harvest. Ending and preventing homelessness among single mothers and their children is really the mission of Bridge of Hope. With the help of trained mentors in the church, single moms are able to achieve self-sufficiency. Angela Henry is a clinical social worker and program director for the Bridge of Hope, and she's seen firsthand single moms turn their lives around. Now, I know one of the things Bridge of Hope tries to do, Angie, is get churches involved. And I guess the question would be, why does the church need to be involved when so many other organizations are involved already?
You know, that's a great question, and I'm glad you answered. You know, really in America, the more that the government takes cuts into the social service programs, the more the church community is going to have to step up and take charge. And really, we've given the government something that should have never been theirs to begin with. So we're going to have to step up and be that love and be that support to the people in need.
And clearly the church is called on to be a compassionate organization, but I think most people would say, well, anybody who works with the homeless is compassionate. What sets Bridge of Hope apart from the other organizations?
Those faith-based mentoring groups that are professionally trained really set Bridge of Hope apart from other groups. We help the moms in terms of financial stability, but these mentoring groups help the families holistically. And so when the mothers leave our program, they're not just on their feet financially, but they have life-changing relationships that are surrounding and enveloping their lives as well.
Now, you mentioned the people that come from the churches are professionally trained. So how do you find the people to train, and what's the training process like?
Okay, well, at Bridge of Hope, we work in groups a lot. So we have a group that specifically goes into local churches, and we talk to them about what the goal of Bridge of Hope is and the needs that our group has. And we ask them if they would partner with us in providing mentoring groups. And so once that has been established, and there's a mentoring group of 8 to 12 individuals on and ready to go, then I myself train those mentoring groups, and that's two-hour sessions where we go through what the philosophy is, what the mentors' roles are, what the participants' roles are, and what the staff roles are. We train them in terms of communication regarding a strength-based perspective. We believe that our mothers have the answers to what's going on in their life. They just need support and focus and some help along the way.
Now, this is a program for single mothers and their children.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure there's a ton of homeless single moms and children out there. How do you find the ones that you have participate in this particular program?
Right. And that's a difficult piece that I actually wasn't prepared for. When I came on to Bridge of Hope, we can't take every mom, and there are so many moms who do need assistance. We take moms who have their GED, who are at least 20 years of age, who are ready to meet the rigors of a difficult program. It's not a cakewalk for these moms. They have to go through a lot of work. If they haven't been to college or have a training certificate, we encourage them to further their education so that once they leave our program, they're more financially stable and have the ability to earn a higher wage than they did before the program, so that they can maintain financial self-sufficiency. So we have to accept moms who have a clear focus, who have a mission on what they really, really want to do, and are able to cope with letting mentors into their life and helping them, as well as Bridge of Hope staff helping them with their economic kind of life and budgeting and financial matters. And
yeah, I imagine you encounter a lot of people that want to think that they have the answers, and it's difficult to take advice from people. That's the case for a lot of us.
Right.
So that's not an easy concept for a lot of people to deal with. But you mentioned the fact that it's a difficult program. What makes it so difficult?
Well, again, the things that make it difficult is that we ask a lot of these moms, and we expect for them to adhere to a certain amount of things, which is finding permanent housing, which we help them with, financial stability through employment, allowing these mentors into their life to create that system of holistic care for these moms. Homelessness and poverty there's so many myths that go along with that. And these are moms who want to do better. They are just lacking not only income, but they're lacking relationships and that holistic care around them. You know, we in the middle class know our rules, right? People in poverty have another hidden set of rules. And each class, including the wealth class, think that people in their own class know what their rules are, but we don't know each other's rules. So learning those hidden rules are an important piece of what we do as well. And then providing these moms with resources, not just in terms of finances, but in terms of, you know, role models, budgeting, having important relationships in their life. There's so many different types of resources, not just financial, that make a person be able to come out of poverty. You know, there are moms who lack income, but they're able to not go into poverty because they have all these different resources that they've learned.
Sure.
But not everybody knows those, so we help educate them.
How is your program funded? Because obviously, even though churches are involved and you're using volunteer mentors, it takes some money to operate this kind of a program. How's it all funded?
It does. The program's funded through local churches, through local individuals, through corporations, and that's something that we're really in need of. We're a non-for-profit, faith-based group, so we aren't able to have a lot of the grants that are available to different groups.
Right.
So we have to depend on the local church, the local community, to help provide for us. Typically in our program, within a year, we can serve 4 to 6 mothers. And just in May, our program alone here in St. Joe County, we were able to take our first mom. We already have 2 in the program. We have 2 more, you know, on the back burner that are going to come in soon. And there are 3 more right now that I have in my mind that I would love to bring on, but we really can't do it unless we have the financial stability from the community.
And what does it cost per client?
About $17,000.
$17,000. But on the other hand, you're helping somebody turn their life around. I know they've got an event coming up locally here in the South Bend area at the University of Notre Dame on March 16th at 11:30 a.m. If you want ticket information on that, just go to our website and we'll link you up to the Bridge of Hope website as well. Angie Henry, thanks for joining us today.
Thank you.
And we have more Harvest coming your way right after this.